Welcome to KGB Plays Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. Let's get started. Hello, Cheeb here. Welcome to episode 9C of the Round Robin, featuring Oolykee, CayaMaya, Chris Brammer, and myself. Picking up where we left off. Fuel crisis has been averted, so Kaya explained to me what happened with the bitumen in the comments of the last episode. That train had been Control H'd back to the distribution office, and obviously it kept its supply of materials it had on board, which was bitumen, and which stopped it from going out and getting oil. At any rate, we got that sorted out now, and I understand what's happening. So, one other thing to address, the I'm not sure how I missed this when Oolykee was building, but this bus station is not needed. So obviously, because this bus station is here, and Oolykee was far ahead of me in getting that sorted, so we can get that figured out without any issue. Get rid of this bus station and sneak the road in. Oops, get rid of it, not just stop construction. And then we'll build this road in. And again, I'm going to use the streets and sidewalks. Like I said before, I like that look. At nighttime, however often we're going to have nighttime, we shall see, but it is what it is. I think I'm using that far too often, little phrase. But there we go. I'll get that planned and get the gangs on it. Okay. And I did cause myself a little bit of grief there. Anyways, that's all good. Now I've got to check to see, and I drew it the wrong way. Okay, let's just pause this for a quick sec while I get my poop in a pile. Oh no, they're on that side. I thought they were on the other side. No, they are. Oh, is it just the animation? When I go like this, it draws them on this side. But in reality, they're on the other side? Now I'm confused. No, this is this side. And that's that side, yes. And I drew that from this side that way, so let's deal with that. There. There we go. Streetlights on the right side, or the correct side. Okay, carry on. Good. So yeah, we're definitely making progress here now. Getting roads built. I believe we've got construction. No, we haven't started construction here. It's going to be a priority. I'll get that going. Like I said before, as we get building all our infrastructure and everything else here, we're going to want some fire protection, and we can bus from here, or potentially even from Upper Znotov. This building's full. How did we do over here with this one? Yeah, slowly getting there. So we don't need to. We can build the other buildings and just sort of let them fill in as people turn 21 and want to move away from mom and pop. So that's good. Our dumpers aren't particularly busy, so I'm thinking that we can at least get a start on. Oh, and that's not dealt with. Interesting. Thought that was built across there. To build a little. Too close to the rail. That's not too close to the rail. So that should allow us to build those 2 small sections. I don't think we want that interrupted. Start that one, and just double checking to make sure I got all the bypasses in place before I dive in and start delivering here. Okay, they're picking that up automatically. That's good. And yeah, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a time lapse once I get into doing the planning for the electrical and whatnot. Just want to make sure that I'm not completely shooting myself in the foot yet again with some of these other constructions that are happening. So I'm going to be taking it somewhat slow, especially through the farm area. Like I said, I don't want to mess anything up there. So we'll just carry on as if there. Got trucks heading out on the road. I can't remember which things I've started up here. Yeah, we've got them all going. And our fire station out here. Got roads getting dealt with. The whole gang's in on this action. Good. Getting this area dealt with. Those are looking promising. Don't need to get too concerned about getting this area built out. It's just nice to get the roads in and dealt with. And then we can start on, oh, we got our towers done. Good. We can get it going. And one thing that I do want to stop building is this. We had a little discussion. With the gang in the Discord about the heating plant, and there's been a different plan put together for it, so we won't be doing any of that for this episode, but we're definitely going to be building all the rest of the good stuff here. Get the the city dealt there. Plan out some electrical infrastructure. Got everything in place here. We got power down to this spot, so it shouldn't be too hard to get everything sorted out. And yep, we're getting our asphalt road dealt with. Interesting that they're taking that route. I guess that would be the fastest route, because we've obviously not got a road through here. Good. Things are looking good, construction-wise. Carrying on as if. Getting materials delivered here. Rather than listen to me ramble on about things, I'll slip into a bit of a time lapse here, and we can come back and see what's what. See you on the other side. All right, snow's melting. I'm back. Start planning out some of the electrical and pathways that we need up in Tunguska. Making progress. It was winter. It's always a slow building season, so it is what it is. And there, I've said it again. I'll try to stop doing that. Get a little phrase in your head and it just kind of sticks with you. So anyways, yeah, our pathways, how we're going to deal with that. I'm going to put them in first because I know that when I start putting in substations, electrical substations, I'm going to cause myself some grief. So if I get the pathways in first, I'm much happier with the layout of everything. So not 100% sure how everyone else likes to deal with those things, but I like to try to make as straight a set of paths as possible for cover the most people, like something like this, you know, straight down. Start here, work my way through. No, we don't need people over there. If I come across here, and here, gives our folks connectivity to there. See how this kind of plays out. I usually just end up placing some markers or whatever you want to call them as my beginning point for all of these. I think because we have the walkways here, if I just join, they'll be able to walk, get to the bus station pretty by the sidewalk. So I don't think that's really going to be that big a deal to manage that whole scenario. So that's good. They can connect. We don't need one through there. I think it would be wise to have this crossed here. I'm not going to connect this one just yet because that leaves those little sections. It can be a little annoying, but yeah, we'll get over it. Connect. Yeah. Oh, you don't want to play nice, eh? Okay. I don't think I want a crosswalk there. Make use of the road. Same kind of scenario here. Well, actually, to get to the services, maybe it makes more sense to have crosswalks there. Decisions. I think it does make sense. Street lights. Happy I am with that. Yeah, see. Created a node there, I guess. Well, let's see if I can use the trick. Go into the roads, select the waypoint. Yeah, perfect. Okay, good. to make those paths a little more sensible. It's not nearly as ugly, if you will. And we've got our connectivity this way. We need to get something sorted that way. These two here would join like this, then connect down. How am I going to get these guys sorted out? Could make use. This is probably a reasonably natural place to join. And get them up there. Fix that connection. Not an unreasonable place to have a path. Sorry about this. I think I'm going to be connecting. Well, we can always leave it for future development. If I go this way, that way. That should work out pretty well. Creating a bit of a corridor here, so come down here. Like that. Where do we want this to connect up? What are we looking at here? Yeah, shopping center. That's going to need the ultimate in connectivity. How does that look? Station. Not familiar with where that one is. Oh, and we've got more roads we can build. Nice. Make sure I select the mechanisms and the dumpers, and then we can get rid of some other ones that we don't need anymore. That one right there. Good. Get on her. I don't know about you, but I always find this one of my more time-consuming kinds of tasks is trying to figure out how exactly I want all of this stuff to connect up for the footpaths, because it's important that everyone can get everywhere, or to everything they need, put it that way. I don't know if I join this. Like that. How's that gonna look? Not the worst. Get everybody out and about. We'll connect all of these other ones up. Excuse me. Once we get the main branches dealt with. This connection for everyone down here should give them a nice access in, so I don't think we have to bother connecting this one up. As of course we do end up in that situation. We can always run this down after and straight in. Looks like everything else should be connected. This will be the police station. And if we get this connected to the to the road. Everyone should have access. I don't know if necessary to do this. I think that's one that we can decide on later. It's probably a decent start. Again, they'll be connected in there. Connected. This is going to be long enough. I can give it one of those. Seen a bit of a gap here. Whether we need to get that connected through or not, I don't know. Tough call. I think once they're on the road here, it's going to be straight to the shopping center, so that won't be an issue, and they should have access to everything else in this area, so I think we're pretty good there. Just got to decide what to do with the police station. I'm going to get that going. Get our... Whoops. Construction offices going on this. Yeah, I don't want them to start on any buildings just yet. Okay, let them get that going. See how this pharmacy turns out. I don't know if that's going to cover these guys or not. They don't seem to be getting sick just yet, but I know they're not in walking distance. They can certainly get have ambulances arrive there, but whether that's enough or not, I've seen the messages before, so I've just been upping the priority on this one just to make sure this section of road that we're dealing with, just to make sure that we're keeping that that moving. So are we looking for crops? Getting a little low. 3,700, 1,200. That should carry us closer to harvest time. I think from the perspective of don't have what I would call a ton of meat sitting there waiting. Bunch of alcohol. Food factory. And we've got a pretty fair supply of food, so I think we can keep our people fed on those fronts. All right, well, I've put it off long enough. Let's get some power. So I'm kind of, what I'm thinking is having 4, maybe in this area, maybe over here, and one in this corner, and that gives us some ability to expand out if we need, because we'll be covered by substations. They shouldn't be overloaded too much, I wouldn't think. Question's going to be, where do I want this to end up? And the path comes out the back end. Yeah, it will connect there. Probably not a bad idea to keep them together. Oolykee's done some good stuff with his current save playthrough, world building. Been building little complexes of areas that all of his infrastructure supplies dealt with, his water and all the rest of that good stuff. I'm looking at one in this area, but I don't really want to mess up the footpath. Action. Rotate that one more time. And if we do continue it out, we can deal with that at that point in time. Yeah, I don't want to dead end it, so do it this way. Oh, even covers the construction office up there. And I'm going to try to take that same situation into consideration here. It's a little, sorry, I'm just trying to get this in my mind a little bit more centralized. You know what might make more sense to put it on this side closer to the don't have to jam it in, but I'd like it to work reasonably well. This area is, yeah, let's see, what's the, yeah, that's definitely an area that can be, we can, words, wow. We can grow into, so I don't want to cause grief there, and I don't want to box in there, so I think I'm going to do this way. Oh, and if you don't know, I'm holding Control and Shift to get rid of all of the noise there. It can be a little difficult to see what's what and how much you're cutting everything off when you're placing things, so it's nice that that's dealt with. For the time being, because I don't see us having to expand out, we can just build dirt paths to these so that when the time is right, we can just remove, replace, and life will go on. Don't need to make it, and that's connected already, so good. Now, let's see about getting connections. So if I go 1, 2 from there. Wow, that's a little funky. Just come straight there, yeah. Makes way more sense. And then let's see about making this reasonable. Some other infrastructure is in the way. Did I not get that to snap on there? Thought I did. Okay, there we go. Need that to run that direction. Looking like we want that to go somewhere here. Get us power. This one, we'll see if we can get that one to go straight in. Yikes. Oh, and I have it backwards, that's why. Well, not backwards, but facing the other direction. So we can get that to cooperate there. You have to snap it. Good. So it's going to cooperate. Looks like we'll have to go down. Short a time as possible. Deeper you go, the more costly things are. Looks like it wants us to deal with it like that, so we will. Okay. Well, it's almost symmetrical. It wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it was going to be. Sometimes it goes simply and other times it doesn't. Okay. Happy with that. We'll get some power going down there. Got an above ground connection there. Not super happy with that, but I'm not going to fight with it anymore after that. It's outside the city limit, so it's no big deal. And as we talked about before, we're probably going to end up moving this heating plant just because there's some plans that we have in the future. So I think there's a better location for it. So I don't think it's a bad idea to build these, the heat exchangers. But I'm not going to be building the actual pipes. In fact, I should probably take them out so I don't accidentally get them started building and waste some resources. Just detach it from this end, and then we're not going to be able to build it no matter how hard we try, unless we bring these helicopters into the mix. Okay, those are all disconnected. Good. Can't do some accidental, accidental construction. Oh, no path. Did I mess up? I think I did. I may have to change the direction of that. Shoot. I think Oolykee had planned on doing this road rather than just building it with the footpaths, which is what I've kind of set up here. Not sure how much I like having that far off. Probably a bit of a miscalculation on my part. Never happens. How to manage that. I know I can almost guarantee that I'm not going to get a node and try to cheat it with a path. And this is far too close. Both sides the same way. Well, and another option is to move this closer, and then that gives us another option for, excuse me, a fourth building here. That may not be the worst. Don't break too much. Might be an option. End up being symmetrical. Do we have any other options for? Okay, so this is 300 cubic meters. And that is as well. A little more low profile. Actually, that could even replace this. And then we can just keep that symmetry. the original plan, if you will. I don't hate coming down here. Because that definitely gives us the opportunity to build another building, residence. Yeah, I think I'm going to run with that. Same capacity. A little different look than the other one. Leave that space open and leave that opportunity there for somebody else to seize. Up next is going to be Kaya. Love watching her build. Some really good, interesting stuff that I'd never think of. Oolykee is the same way. I just like watching people that don't do things exactly the same way I do. I learn more, and I find it more entertaining. I may say to myself, hey, that's not the way I'd do it, but I'm not doing it, so why would that be important? But be that as it may, one of the things in life is to keep yourself entertained and amused and learning, or at least that's one of the things that I always consider important. Oh, they're making fast work of this. I love that. Summertime. Okay, I gotta be careful here. Don't do that. So annoying. You're gonna come the other way anyways, aren't you? Okay. Skin that from another direction. Okay, good. Clean up this little access road. Get them assigned. Don't know that I'm going to end up getting all the way to the other end. I mean, that's going to take probably a couple of hours. I've been, working on this stretch right here for the last, I mean, it is summertime now, so things will go faster, but I'm working on that stretch there for the last hour and a half through the time lapse. So, that's the last stretch, which is a pretty fair hike, is going to take some time. But hopefully it'll keep moving along. Okay, I'm going to ask that these roads get built because we need to get this technical services dealt with for next winter. That was a little painful. Okay, cool. We're getting that all sorted out. Love it. Hospital. Need to have really good connectivity to the hospital too. Yeah, it's making me think that we are going to be coming down on the inside here through the middle. Everybody has to have access, as we found out over here. Actually, probably check and see. Maybe that's done now. The little pharmacy. I don't even know what that looks like. Not much, honestly. 3 doctors. 3, 2. No patients treated. And no one complaining. Okay, that's good. We're down to 1%. I think a lot of that has to do with our construction, but the way we continue on building and expanding, construction's always going to be a thing, right? Always. Let's get some people. I mean, these will eventually fill up. We've had, oh, I'm glad that was extinguished. Getting a little negligent with my more fires. Wow, we're getting testing the fire service. Yeah, we're making quick work of these footpaths. Start connecting buildings in. Before I forget, I'm going to say nobody moves in. I think that's the easiest way to deal with it at this point until we're happy with the infrastructure being in place, places for people to work, things for them to do, kind of stuff. So, yeah. Well, definitely getting more workers in here. They're looking for work, though. Some of them are. We've got 20. Wonder where we're at with that. Unemployed. A few. Not bad. I mean, obviously, 1%. That's a pretty tight number. Like I said, though, we do have the constructions going on, so that's something. Up in a tavern. We're going to have to start considering doing that. Talk it over with the gang before we make any other decisions. Not sure why this is so low. For happiness, 88%. I don't know if they've just had issues. Interesting, because, you know, folks over here, 94%. Across the street, 88%. These guys are 98 now. They weren't happy to begin with, but they are now. Pub Tavern. Maybe they'll get over it. Maybe they won't. Yeah. Buses and mechanisms. Dumpers. Should be, yeah, they're started working on this. Not a very high volume kind of thing at this point. Go back to doing a little more pedestrian work. We have these in place. I like this look, but I do. We're going to get lots of workers from that direction. There. See if there's any other places we can get connected up. Okay. Can connect in there now. Mm. Use my serious grid work there. I just find that more satisfying. Silly. I'm working on all that stuff. Keep them busy, right? Get around the corner yet? Nope. Soon enough. And this section here is going to be the little bit of an issue, just because we have it's one big long section, from here through to there, but I've got no way to get a road down to them. I mean, I could, they can go around. There is a way for them to get there. It will be the long way around, obviously, but should be fine. In short term. Implemented this new bus end station. I've got it set to variable time. Seem to be doing reasonably well with workers, getting them out, and makes me feel like that is working. But I do agree that I understand the fixed time. That's straightforward, just how long they sit there. But when you've got multiple lines coming in, the timing you may want it different for each line. So the variable time, which is what Kaya suggested to me, as I said to Oolykee in his latest video, the variable time seems to work. And I don't know if that they're just talking about that in terms of each line allows. Once a bus gets to a certain point, the next bus that's sitting waiting will go. Whether that's time-based or distance-based, I don't know, but it's a guess. It's a theory. It's easy to have theories. Oh, and the other thing I was going to do is fill in the rest of our field decoration. So I'll save you sitting through that and me umming and ahhing and getting distracted by trying to figure out a way to get more trees down. So I'm thinking, now that we've got this stuff basically all laid out and more or less ready to go, just a matter of getting work done, we'll slip into another time lapse, and I'll see you when we get dealt with on that. Well, I'm back. Making progress, slowly but surely. We're definitely on the road to growth. Tunguska's cut most of the road and footpath infrastructure in place. So that's a good thing, good positive start. Going to continue the growth. I'm thinking it's about time to call it and pass the save on to Kaya. She'll be dealing with it next, and we've definitely made progress. Like I said, I'm kind of repeating myself now as I'm placing a few odd trees here and there. Okay, stop talk. We're getting there with the road. Should have, yeah, the roller's on its way, so this section should be back in business here shortly. Didn't get it as far as I wanted to get it. What could you do? We've only got so much in the way of resources to deal with. They're doing what they can to get here. Should be a bunch of dumpers on their way over. Yep, it's good. Got a paver on its way too, so another good thing. Shortened the trip, or the amount of time it's going to take. Obviously, we've gone from here up to here and started on the next section, so it looks to be maybe not quite half the full distance. So we're still looking at a couple of years of getting it all done. But in the end, it'll be worth it from a bus traffic perspective and getting resources up here, and we might be able to add in another train to help with delivering the iron up to our steel mill. But again, we're not in a particularly hurting situation for it. I mean, we're not. There's plenty of iron down here. We're still barely half. Tunguska should be able to help out with that, or expanding a little further up Zhnotov. We'll see how that goes. What's going to happen? Always the fun part of this this whole exercise is getting those things dealt with and seeing how other people deal with it. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Gonna pack it in here. Again, wasn't real happy with how far I made it, but there's certainly progress. Anyways, thanks for sticking around this long, and we'll catch you in the next one.